Alright fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with the most biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And we're back playing some Fallout 4. Finally, let's go in this memory den so we can, you know, do this quest that we've been trying to do since like the past 4 videos. As soon as the game loads up. I'm assuming I'm gonna get like a cutscene or a scripted event, I should say, not cutscene, but...
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Oh, look at you trying to get your vibrating action on. How you doing?
Amari, she's downstairs.
I'm like the important one, so what's up?
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, alright?
Yeah, whatever, I guess. Okay, gonna take a look around. See what we got. Yeah, she won't be needing that jet.
That sure doesn't look like it came in with
locals if anyone catches on.
I don't care. I don't care if they dislike that, really. Like, what am I playing? Like,
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
came in there with the quickness.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Omari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Yeah, whatever. Help us.
Nick told me you're the only one who could make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Omari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Omari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
Hey, I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
I wanna see.
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Okay.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doctor.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use 2? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Sure, why not?
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Yeah, okay. Time to get my inception on.
initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Got me walking on neural pathways, huh?
This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Why does this remind me of, what was it, Max Payne 1 or Max Payne 2? Where he had to walk on like the bloody boards after he got shot and stuff.
Remember, you are experiencing
Hated that.
𝐾𝐨.
And
This may prove disorienting at first.
I doubt it, so...
And that makes it official, folks. The final vote count.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
Yeah, you're a straight bitch for that one. If that's him, I mean, shouldn't... Now, I could be wrong. I'm no science memory expert. But if this is from his perspective, I should be looking down at comic books right now, turning his head, looking around, because I should be from his point of view, not from this outside,
Someone else is going to
you know, external view of him.
Who said the NCR would bring back the good old days? Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
Well, she's not wrong.
I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
But you totally did, though.
Doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There
But yeah.
appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
But yeah, like, you know, that should totally be from his point of view. And she is not wrong. You know, in a post-apocalyptic environment, the only thing that you can, you know, protect yourself with is, is yourself. And whatever weapons you can find, so. But the NCR spouting garbage, it's like, it's not all garbage. I mean, like, you know, they're just people like anything else. So you're going to have some shitty people, but there are going to be some good people who at least will try to fight for the values that they want, so. Let's see what this is all about. Can I take a seat?
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's... Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. Just running security for the shit.
Damn right.
A lot of standing around looking tough. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. No, it's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Oh, so everything just reset, huh? But yeah, you was living the good life and you just fucked it up, apparently. Yeah, that's smart. I've never been that dumb in my life, but to each their own, I guess.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
Oh, so this is where he got his monologue training
Just
from.
so you know, they died like dogs. And
I found
you
another memory to try.
weren't
I'll
there
connect you.
to help them.
So he kicked in the door and killed everybody in there, right? Or did you just run like a little bitch from that too? Alright, so far this part is kind of boring, but at least we're learning about the guy we killed. Wish we could have learned all this before we killed him, but, you know, might have changed our decision on some things.
Mind if we...
I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Get out.
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Wow, your robots kind of suck.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something.
Oh, what the hell? I don't get to interact with anything?
Ah, there's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Watch this one be the one that, that I actually need. Which is like, hold on. Which is really convenient. Number one, how are you, like, reading memories from a guy who you blew his brains out? I can understand you have a little cybernetics hooked up to it. I really can. Let's just throw that logic right out, right out the window. But assuming, the cybernetic stuff had a memory buffer to it, it wouldn't remember everything that happened. It would only have, like, let's just say if it could record everything he experienced, it would only have everything from the moment they put it in up until the present. It shouldn't be able to go back and read his past memories of when he was a kid and stuff like that. Shouldn't work that way.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the...
Hey, who's this sexy chick? Correct me if I'm wrong. Shouldn't I be, like, frozen right now? I should be like him. And is his face messed up? Because I know I messed my dude completely up, but I shouldn't be, like, moving and stuff like that.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
No, you didn't know none of that.
They won't be able to hide from her for long.
Man, you didn't know none of that. That's bullshit. But it's, like, I should have had some kind of interaction where it'd be like, I found this chick and took her baby. I don't know who she was, but she was hot as hell. I would have so smashed if I had the opportunity. There's fuckface.
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here.
Oh, look at that plastic baby doll.
No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. I'm going to say it again. Just like I said at the beginning of the Let's Play here. That gunshot should have made that baby deaf. Because you just discharged a 44 Magnum like right next to his head. And something else that always bugs me.
Computers are still working.
Oh, really? They're just going to reset? Okay. Something else that bugs me about Bethesda games is they make really decent games. Like, they're not really overly great. They're great for as far as the experiences that they give you. But the functionality of the games are... I'm going to use the word sloppy. Like, you see it in every Fallout game, Elder Scrolls game, Skyrim and everything. It's their animations are shit. Like when he shot the guy and the guy reeled back from the bullet, you know, hitting him and stuff. Number one, there was no bullet, no blood splatter, no interactive animations. They're all scripted events, but they're not even good scripted events. You know what I'm saying? You have to suspend tons and tons of disbelief when you're playing a Bethesda game. And for this day and age, that's annoying. At least to me it is anyway. After playing games that does it better, you know, like the greatest game last year to me, Witcher 3, where you have the same basic concept, you show an animation, you have a cutscene, and yeah, I'm not saying The Witcher 3 is perfect, but as far as how characters interact with each other, like in a Bethesda game, they'll walk next to a door and then reach for it and then just completely disappear. They won't go through the door and shit like that. It's just sloppy. It reminds me of games for like 5 or 10 years old.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Either that or that's a synth.
I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor.
His whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
I wonder if this is what this guy is supposed to look like. I know I'd have a mod that makes the cursors look more badass. I don't know who they are in the story, but I'm assuming they're like synths for the Institute and stuff like that, because I know that's what the mod said. So I don't know if he's supposed to be wearing that jacket, because that jacket looks awfully clean, you know, and it's the same one that the model was using in the mod that I grabbed. So
teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance.
That's badass. I want that.
As soon as you're ready.
That is badass. So yeah, I'm definitely siding with the Institute. They got teleportation. That's what's good. Yeah, screw everybody else in the Wasteland. Brotherhood of Steel. I don't know if this game has any other factions besides them, but I know they're one. But yeah, screw working with them. I already got power armor. Like, that's what they should have did. They should have made it like, all right, if you work for the Institute, let me just pause this for a sec. Like, that's what they should have did. Like, if you play through the game, right? If you work for the Institute, you might get, let's say, oh, I'll do you one better. I remember in New Vegas, there was this doctor who gave you like cybernetic implants so you can have better stats and things like that, right? What if you work for the Institute, you get to be like half cyborg or something, and you have like these advanced weaponry, let's say teleportation. Well, you kind of already got that with fast travel, but let's say, you had like a mark and recall system. I know that was a spell you had in Elder Scrolls Morrowind, I think. I don't know if you had it in the early ones, but what if, let's say, to simulate the whole teleportation, because then you already have that with fast travel, but let's say you have a mark and recall system where anytime in the game during combat, or if you were way down or whatever, you can activate it from your Pip-Boy and just can instantly transport it to wherever you know, let's say you had to go somewhere and scan a location first. So you can teleport back there anytime, you know, that'll simulate teleportation. And then you had the cybernetic enhancements. So if you side with the Institute, those would be the benefits that you get. Now, if you work for the Brotherhood of Steel, then you get power armor. And let's say you joined up in their ranks, and let's say they helped you out. Maybe you get one of them as a companion, or like, you know, something like that. But your main goal with them is, all right, now you have this badass walking power armor suit that you know that you could use like a tank. That's what they should have did, rather than just giving you power armor right out the gate. They should have had some other, because to me the power armor in the game feels like a gimmick. It doesn't feel like it adds anything to the gameplay. It doesn't change the game. It's just a stupid gimmick that used to be something story related that they just kind of made into a gimmick so they can sell the game more and feel like they're improving the game. And I wish they'd have did the story dynamic enough where it's like it made your choices matter. So like, let's say if you sided with the Brotherhood of Steel, you couldn't side with anybody else. You couldn't go work for the Institute. And if you sided with the Institute, same thing. Like per playthrough, you had to make that decision. And that would affect, you know, your storyline throughout that playthrough, you know, until you start a new game.
Okay, I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I'm fine.
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist, Kellogg, was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Okay, this is what my friend was probably talking about when he said you have to, you know, we had to go to the glowing sea at one point. Alright, so I'm guessing I gotta go find him.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off.
I could have swore I just said that.
If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. if you're going to follow him.
It's a good thing I have that, you know, that radiation suit then.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck, and be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Okay. So can I get this? Sweet. Okay, where the hell is he at? Is he all the way up here? Nick! Nick, where you at, bruh? Alright, this must be the other lady. The other lady's room, or both their rooms. I don't know. Maybe they're a couple.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Alright, so she's still not saying anything. Nick, what's up, man?
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Oh, this is pretty cool. So he took, so Kellogg's portion of his brain, which really makes no sense because you shot him in the brain, but the cybernetic piece moved his memories into Nick's head. See, this would be a cool, interesting twist to a character. Let's say like Nick was this overly nice android, right? But then this story event happened and Kellogg took over his body, and let's say you could still use him as a companion, but his personality completely shifted from being nice to being like evil as hell. But something tells me this game probably isn't going to do that. They might have like, I'm going to completely assume this, but the fact that they're doing it tells me that maybe there's going to be a quest later on in the game where you have to, let's say, you know, Kellogg's programming takes Nick over and he does something and you have to go stop him later on in the game. Or let's say down the road, like they might release DLC and that's the event that happens that triggers that DLC when you play it.
Kellogg, is that you?
What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
Damn right, I'm not having you travel, you know, with me with a killer watching my back. Forget that.
See you around, Nick.
Yeah, get your butt back to Diamond City.
Where to find me.
So Hancock, how do you feel about all this, man?
Hey.
Shoot, need something, sister?
Your thoughts?
Flying Kellogg's gray matter must have been a wild ride. Can't say I'm not a little jealous.
Your thoughts?
This beats mayoral duties any day of the week.
Alright, so he's easy to please, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. Where does this go? Oh, that's the front desk. Okay. Let's get out of here.
Home sweet home.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna end this video here because I know it's been like a half hour, but if you guys been enjoying these videos, please do let me know down there in the comments, or hit me up on Twitter or Facebook, or hell, you know, even by carrier pigeon, or by, you know, the Indian smoke trick with the blanket, where they put the blanket over the fire and make smoke signals. But I plan to be uploading these videos, or at least, well, I upload every day, but besides the other games I play, Fallout is going to be uploaded every afternoon. So if you guys are just now watching this Let's Play, or if you're, you know, checking out my channel for the first time, expect new Fallout videos every afternoon around 2 or 3 o'clock. And my name has been Denonu, the man with the most biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And me and Hancock will see you later in the next Fallout video. Peace out.